this country is just tired. Like everybody's just tired and frustrated. Now there's nothing to do as a youth, even as a student. A ti wà on strike for almost 2-3 months now láti bí February. Èèyàn kàn try láti ṣe jámájámá àti kọ́ṣẹ́ àti ṣe everything. Even kẹ́lòmíì tó wá school gan ló ti kọ́ṣẹ́. So time tá wà nílé gan, àwa tún ní kó lọ kọ́ṣẹ́, àpò iṣẹ́ wo lòun ti fẹ́ lọ kọ́? Èyí tó kọ́ gan, like we are not doing anything reasonable with it yet. So and most of your friends that are in private schools, you see them moving forward, excelling. So everybody is just frustrated, and there's nothing coming forth about this as to this thing that we are going to resume to, because it's very obvious that all these our leaders are and the likes are after how they are going to do this election stuff for now. It's like they don't have our time for now. So mi ò mọ nǹkan that you think we can just do to just make things right, even if it is something that will be bringing benefits to each and every youth life. Maybe like skills or any work, maybe any petty work that anybody can just, because there's not even work most times. Sef tó bá fẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́, if they should notice that okay, this person is a student, they will not want to employ you because they know that you can just go anytime. Yes, now they will be like, student ni ẹ, tẹ́ bá resume lọ́la nísìn, ṣé o fẹ́ continue ṣẹ́ ni? And most of these companies and the likes, they want to employ somebody that will stay for long, at least 3-4 years. I work for them for long. They don't want to employ somebody that will go after 3 months, after 2 months. So there's not even work if you want to work. There's nothing you want to learn. Even if you want to learn, they will have to pay learning fee 50,000, 20,000. But ṣé ń gbà á nísìnyí? Where will you see that kind of money as a student? Most parents sef are not really capable even to pay school fees. That wahala now, pay school fees, we are not even going to this school. So I don't know what we can just do about this economic and school education and everything of it thing.
Well, it's good as they come to me, but I can only advise you to just let's hope that this country will be okay one day or
We've been hoping for long and there's no change. Like there is not, like what we just need to do now is to take some steps. We need to take steps.
anyway. You know me now. I'm a musician, so I sing gospel, juju, and the likes. But this time around, I've even considered. I've been contemplating on what to do in the regards this Nigerian situation. But I think I come out with an idea. I can just advise you. You see, now I have an NGO, Save of the Sky Association, and this NGO will empower you to be a naturalist.
Okay.
Now, you see, I've been trying to gather many youths. We can only be a naturalist to, to overtake and to overpower this problem. Nigeria is sitting on the gunpowder. I'm telling you, it can
Exactly.
explode anytime.
Exactly.
See,
Yeah.
every parastatal is collapsed. Nothing is working. But let me tell you, we can't continue to be lamenting a day.
Exactly. That's why I said we need to take steps.
Wait, see, you can't go and be meeting everybody for issue and complaining from morning to night. You just be complaining. Let's be a naturalist, my sister. See, when you become a naturalist, there will be no sentiment, regardless of your gender, your language, and your history, your tribe,
Okay.
your religion. Be a naturalist. I've been to music and I've been to gospel, preaching the gospel. But this time around, I think youth, we need to get out of this religious bigotry. We need to, for the sake of coming generation, we need to sacrifice ourselves. We don't need to be religious bias or ethnicity bias. You need to focus on the goals. Concerning this, because of this country, even the entire globe, all the developed countries, they have issues. They have problems simply because we base our contemplation that we focus our attention that human beings are bad. But my sister, when you watch how the nature evolved, the the dawn of the day, the breaking of the day, we see that human beings are perfectly made. And that is why I introduced what we call naturalism, empowering youth for perfect governance. Human beings, we are perfectly made. As we are perfectly made, we can make our governance perfect. If perhaps we study and observe how nature, eh, how this nature is reacting, what nature is exactly giving us. But if you are hungry or perhaps you have a headache, your body will not be telling you,
Yeah.
but you feel it. See, everything that is involved in this planet, is a fruits. We need to unravel every reaction, and apply it to our daily life. These are livelihood settings is quite wrong. Yes, absolutely wrong. We can't continue to live among us. Let me tell you, the governance you are seeing, our government that is bad, is the reflection of these livelihood settings. So I encourage youth to be a naturalist so that we can know, we can critically observe what nature evolved, what is giving us, the perspective, the template, so that we can follow something that is right. We can't continue to play our game the same way and expect different results. So, my sister, I can only give you this hope that Nigeria will be better one day.
Amen. No. But my own question now is that this naturalist that you've been talking about since, like, okay, you have an NGO. Yes, we know that you have an NGO. What's the meaning of this naturalist? Like, what's the function? What's the aim? Like, what are your objectives? Is it something that is going to benefit me myself as a youth? Not even talking of the entire youth here to me myself, if I should join this your NGO and the likes, is it something that is going to I'm going to really benefit it? Because most youth now, if they stay in one aspect or the other of a thing and they see that this thing is not yielding, like it's not bringing forth something good, they will not stay for long. So is it something that is going to benefit us, and what's the meaning of this naturalist, and what are the steps you are ready to take
Anyway,
to
the dictionary meaning of naturalist means good representative.
okay,
And you see, we can
good
only,
representative?
yes, we can only be a good representative if, we have one agenda, one interest. You see, we can't say you have your own interest, eh? You are protecting your interest and protecting mine, and there will be no clash one day. See, we are not enemy of each other. We have only clash of interest. Whereby you have your interest, you are protecting, I have mine, we are
Interest and
protecting it.
protecting.
So this naturalist means what nature is giving us. As fetus develop in the womb, so also we develop in this planet, in this earth. So every nutrient, every energy, whatever that will sustain that child inside the belly, is inside the belly. So we are actually in the belly of something. So everything that we need as a human being, every resources we need to sustain our entire life is here. We just have to grab it. So as I was saying, you see, we're actually inside the belly, eh, as a human being. So out of all animal, eh, we have different category of animal. Eh? Even plants, we have different category of plants. But human being, we have only one structure. This structure guide us. And this is what naturalists observe. Eh? Try to implement and inculcate to our society that as we have every part of our body system functioning for one another, that is how human being should be evolved. You can't say woman being a bad, or woman being our society is bad, while everyone is protecting their interest. We should have a common interest, by the way.
Yes.
So by this we can solve most of our problem. So my sister, again, naturalism simply means
Good
good representative.
representative. Okay.
So we
Yes.
need to be a good representative so that perhaps youth, when we maybe when we enthrone any government seat, we can be able to solve, we can be able to apply these settings of nature. What nature is giving, the breaking of the day, the down of the day, is a government system. Even our body system is a system. Our livelihood settings should be, let some people be like hand, some people represent eye, some people like nose. eh? Put every brain to work together for one agenda. I think that this thing will go a long way, and you see, we can't continue to be under the control of this Western issue. we should try and liberate ourselves. We should try and inculcate something that is new. And this is what youth need. Many youths now they are claiming and they want to be a governor, they want to be a president, they are claiming for one honorable or the other. But let me tell you, if we didn't solve the problem of our livelihood, eh, our society, our governance is a reflection of our society, by the way. So we need to solve this our society first. So, but I think we are moving, we are doing something. So, but very soon, don't worry, we are going to change the music
Okay. Oh.
for good. I mean, by the way.
Okay.
So, anyway,
I just want to ask that this NGO is it registered with under governmental this thing? Like, is
yes,
it registered?
we are registered as SIC.
Okay.
We have a registered company. Our company registration
Okay.
number
Okay. I
is
can see it.
yes. This
It's
is
there.
it. So we are registered. We are
Okay. That's
legit.
fine. Yeah, that means it's legit.
So
Yeah.
don't worry. We solve everything when as time goes on.
Okay.
Thank you, my sister.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry. I don't forget you. Don't forget you. We have many things to do together.
The
And
Lord will help us.
thank you. Bye.